We are live.
Hi.
Welcome, Shamela.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So let us just explain to the world that you
Yeah.
might be delved into darkness. In fact, you will be delved into darkness, courtesy of the SA government.
Yes.
It's something I don't miss.
Absolutely.
I feel so sorry for you. So, yes, unfortunately, South Africa has a shortage of electricity. Some of their power stations are in disrepair. So they have a thing called load shedding. It's it's a timetable, and unfortunately for Shamela, where she lives, she's about to go out now at 4 o'clock South African time because it's 3 o'clock here in Berlin and Central Europe. So her power will go out. Thankfully, she has backups. You know, as Africans, we have ways and means around these things. So yeah, and if she just disappears altogether, I will find something to do. So don't worry. If she disappears, that's not her fault.
Okay. Am I frozen or are you frozen? Because I think
you are frozen. So this is where it becomes fun. I think she just lost power at that moment because it is now 4:01, and I'm gonna.
okay.
And you're back. Okay. I think you just lost it because I think you had a transition between power and no power. But you're back.
There we go. Are we back? I'm back. Okay.
You're back.
Thank you. It wasn't too bad. I was freaking out there.
You know, it's stressful enough, people, to be doing a live without having other entities that you have no control over coming into play. So, you know, we planned this live weeks ago with excitement and anticipation. And then, of course, hello, I get a message from Shamela. Well, guess what? Our load shedding schedule is 4 p.m. Hello, Crafty, I am.
Hi.
Hello, Makita Art. Bonjour, Carol. And we have more France. We have lots of people coming in.
Wow.
We have Betty saying hello. We have Sylvia from Portugal.
Sylvia. Actually set up my backup so I can see the screen. Just give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem. We will say hello from the Nederland. And we have Tracy saying hello, good afternoon to everybody. We have Agnieszka. Hello, Agnieszka, saying hello to us. Valeria is saying hello. Hola. So wow, we really have Ciao Shamela.
Hi.
And a good morning from USA. We have Karen Oppett in the house.
Hi,
She's
Karen.
up, bright and breezy. More people from the USA. Tina saying hello. We have Sylvia. Hello. Blanche is in the house.
Oops, sorry. There we go.
We have Wales in the house. We have Leanne. So Leanne was on a couple of weeks ago. She has a shop, Mad Archers. We have Sky Blue Hippie from Jakarta. We have Spain in the house.
Hi.
We have Ingrid from the Netherlands again. Yay. We have Cindy in the house. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a whole lot of people.
Wow.
Who've come to watch you create today. I am just hosting. What are you going to be doing today, Shamela?
Well, I don't have a sample for you because it's all prepped in my head and I'm hoping that it's going to work out the way I'm planning. It's a very simple card. I'm using the Lady Vagabond Lifestyle, the 6x6 paper. When I saw that one, I thought, I know what I can do with that. So I'm going to try. And it's a little pop-up card. So it's a fun little element to the card. And it's very easy to do. Not my original idea. I saw it on Pinterest. And when I checked out the YouTube video, it was in French. And there was no translation available. So I kind of just eyeballed it and figured it out for myself. So
Ingrid's asking, Wat gaan julle maken vandaag? That's so close to our Afrikaans. What are you going to make today?
Oh,
so she's saying she's going to make a card. Do you want to say in Afrikaans for the Dutch people, see if they can understand you?
What's pop up in Afrikaans? I have no idea.
I don't know. Op pap?
Maybe one of our Afrikaans people can tell us. My Afrikaans is a little bit pathetic. I know I live here, but it's very basic. I'm English.
Well, my Afrikaans was so basic, and I realized I knew a lot more than I thought I did when I had to learn German, because it's quite close, but not
very
close enough.
Yeah, very, very close.
Enough to be really confused.
Pop up.
I have no idea. Vina has liked and shared. Don't forget to like and share, because on Monday, of course, we always have the announcement of who has won the pizza box. And if you miss the announcement, you can always subscribe for the newsletter from marketing at Stamperia KFT. You can get the newsletter every Monday evening, and evening my time, morning some people's time. And you can see who won the pizza box and any latest information. We have Olga in the house.
Olga.
Can't wait to see this. Liked and shared. Yes, thank you. We have Carla saying hello. Okay, so that you can change your camera, I am just going to put, where have I put it now? Here it is. I'm going to put this picture up, which is showing you one of the new products that Stamperia has come up with is the 3D paper kits. So yes, you can change.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to put you on mute for a couple of seconds. So what Stamperia has come up with is this new range, and the first person to come out with a line was Radovan. He's got his amazing pop-up cards, because a lot of people really struggled with all the bits and pieces and the fussy cutting and so on. So he's got a nice collection of different pop-up cards. There's Alice, there's the beautiful garden flowers, there's all sorts, there's steampunk ones, so there's something there for everybody. And what I came out with is, in my line, is the 3D paper kit to make the little furniture. And the new video is now available on Stampers World, on the E-Academy. I'm going to put it in the chat for everybody. It did come out on Monday, but we had a couple of technical issues. So if you click on this link, it is free. I'm just going to take this comment off so that you can see it all properly. And so the video is free. You just have to register, which is also free on the E-Academy. And then you will be able to see how to build these little furniture items with all the hints and tips and tricks that I have and ideas. So I can see that Shamela's desk is ready, and I'm going to give her her mic back, and let's have a look what's on her desk.
Oh, nothing much, just my scoreboard and 2 pieces of card. Okay, so I don't know if anybody follows my my tutorials page on Facebook. Last night I was back after quite a while, and I didn't have anything prepped. So what we did was we went through the Lady Vagabond products and the background papers, and it was just awesome. It was really nice. The response we got was amazing. So today I'm going to be using the 6x6 paper, and we're going to be using these 2 sheets for the card that I'm going to be making. And it's just a quirky little pop-up quick card. It's not very difficult to do. I am a plain and simple crafter, so I try to make things that is doable for me.
Thank you. And, yes.
Yeah. So, and I have to say, Belinda, that pop-up kit of yours has been very, very well received in South Africa. I think I've got 2 left of the lot that we brought in. So,
oh my word.
Yeah.
I
it
can't wait
sells
to see.
really,
It's so
really.
exciting because everybody's starting to post their projects now.
Yeah.
And it's really, really exciting to see as they start turning up on Instagram and Facebook. And oh, makes my heart so happy.
So cool, so cool. I love it. Your new range is amazing. It's so beautiful.
And Crafty
So
Am is saying she loves the pages that match up for a bigger scene. That's a
it
very
does,
South
it
African
makes
thing.
that is. We like our double page spreads. Okay, so this little card will fold flat so that you can actually post it. And I've set it out and designed it so that it will fit into hopefully a 6 by 6, or I think it's a 16 by 16 centimeter envelope, which we have readily available here in South Africa. I'm pretty sure it's available all around the world.
It's just more
So
expensive
we've
to
got 2
post. That's
sheets
the
of
only thing I've
card. I'm
discovered.
using craft. It has to be at least 250-gram weight. When I make cards, I prefer the thicker weight, so I use between 250 and 280 gram for card bases, simply because if you're adding extra detail and layers to a very lightweight card, then it's not going to stand up and hold itself up. So 250 to 280 grams is what I normally use. Now we need 2 of these. This is measuring 7.5 by 5.5 inches. Belinda, can you see my desk okay? Because my
You're
feed on
perfect.
my
You're
perfect.
perfect.
My
You're
feed
right in the
is very
middle. And
delayed.
while I'm talking, we've got Jennifer saying hello
Hi,
from
Jen.
up the road in Malmesbury.
Oh yes, I've been to Jen's Craft Garage. It's a fun place to be. So what we're going to do is we are going to score this with the 7.5 inch side against the top of your scoreboard. We're scoring it at 1 inch and at 1 3/4. And I'm going to do that to both. Okay. And then if you've never scored or folded before, there's a bumpy side. I'm sorry, there's a dented side and there's a bumpy side. And we always fold towards the bumpy side. Just grab my bone folder. I'm just going to put the scoreboard to one side for a minute. And these score lines, I'm still in shot, eh?
Yes, you're perfect. You're right in the middle. I'll let you know if you
if I leave the shot.
Yep.
Okay. These need to really be burnished very well so that the card will go flat and stay nice and flat when we do need it to flatten out. So I'm going to put this to one side for a minute. The next piece we need, and where did mine go? Into the craft hall of, here we go.
Into that Bermuda triangle that I create all by myself without leaving my desk. Stuff just vanishes.
Let me just make sure it's the right one. It's not this one. Because we just need a small piece. There we go. I found it.
2 by 2 inches.
Is 2 inches by 2 inches square. And this is going to be our little pop-up. So how I actually got to do that was I used my scoreboard and I'm marking the 3/4 line there. And I'm just going to flip it over like that. So we've got the 1 3/4 line there, and I'm flipping it over to mark the other 3/4 line. So I'm essentially creating a little square here. And I'm just going to lift it. See? So we've got a little square there. And now what I'm going to do is I have marked my scoreboard. Well, it's not much visible anymore, but I used a Koki to mark the 6-inch line down the middle. And it's exactly for purposes like this, because I want to score that from, let me just hold this up so you can see. So from this corner to that corner, I want to score across there to create a little triangle flap there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm using the the 6-inch mark, and I'm using the blue line here that I've marked just to make it easier for me to see that mark.
Oh, you've marked your 6-inch line, so it's the middle of the. That's really clever.
I've done that because sometimes, with my eyesight is not great anymore. I have to create hacks for myself that makes my life a little bit easier. And all we're going to do is we are just going to fold that over there. Okay, so that becomes our little area where the pop-up is going to go onto.
And Anne is saying, Shamela, you are always so clear with your instructions. I love watching
Oh,
you.
thank you. I take it from myself. I require clear instructions when I do something. So I try my best to be as clear as possible. Okay, so now this is the cardstock, like I said, that we're going to use. And I'm not going to use the whole piece because if you look at the front of the card, it's not very big. So I'm using elements of these 2 pages to suit my needs. And then whatever I have left over, I will keep for something else. But I promise you, we're probably going to use most of it.
Then scrapbooker at heart. It all gets used.
It all gets used, definitely. So let's do this one first. I'm going to trim this one here next to the bookshelf because we're going to be using the bookshelf, and then I'm going to be cutting out the books on that side. So let me just trim that off.
Oh, you're brave using a trimmer. I have to use a craft knife and mat for that. If I did it with a trimmer, I'd be missing bits.
I have to use a trimmer because I am scared of a craft knife. It doesn't work for me. I'm going to need to use it now anyway because I'm getting better at it, I must be honest, because I find that my style has changed where I seem to like cutting into paper and creating different elements and cutting out certain things on the papers. So, I was telling the ladies last night when I started card making, I mean, it's been a long time, but as the years go by, things change. So
yes. When style changes, one's needs change.
It does. It changes. So what I like to do is since Tim Holtz has come up with his distressing things, I'm also a distresser. So, and I like to tear and cut into paper. So that's where I end up going. And very often, if I try to make cards that's not my style, then I struggle. So you know what? I decided I'm rather just going to stick to what I know, and then it works. Yes. So we've got these 2 pieces now, and I'm going to cut out the, unfortunately, going to have to watch me fussy cut there. I'm going to cut out the supervisor, and I'm going to trim this piece and this one down to size so it fits on the card. But now when you're doing this part, we want these things to line up. Now you'll see here, there's a tiny bit of that border there. So we want to make sure that that lines up nicely. And so, yeah, so basically what we need to do is trim a little bit, off the bottom and the top so that it fits on the sheet. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I'm probably going to have to take a small piece off the side on that side as well. And what you could do is you could join it with double-sided tape and then do the trim. But I want to cut into this one, so I'm not going to join it. Where's my trimmer? Right, so this page is approximately 5.5, and then this side is about 5 3/4. So let me just see. I need to measure how much I want to take off the side. So I'm rather going to be cautious and take little bits off. So I'll cut it off at, what's this? 5 3/4 there. So I need to remember those measurements for the next page.
5
And
3/4. I'll try and
5,
remember.
5 3/4. I measure so many times when I make something because they always say measure twice, cut
Cut
once.
once. Yes.
So
Oh,
I'm
there's
gonna
the.
say,
Thanks, Mom. There's my doorbell. My mom's going to go and answer.
oh
I'm the only
shame.
one home because my son's at school and my husband's
I
gone into the office today. It's so weird.
I also had to give instructions. I said to my grandson is here, it's his birthday today.
Oh,
So
happy birthday.
yeah, thanks. He's 12. I can't believe this little boy's 12 years old. So I see that's 5 3/4. I'm just checking. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. So we've got this piece that's going to fit on there. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a backing sheet here, like mount this onto something else as well. But I'm going to distress it with black ink, so I don't feel it's necessary. So I think I took, where's my Lady Vagabond? Okay, this has to be one of my favorite poses, I have to say. I love this paper. So
Yeah,
I'm
she's
going to,
one of the first Lady Vagabonds that I drew for this line.
she's amazing. I love it. And
Well, the
so
thing is, I need to just put it out there that isn't my drawing that you're seeing there.
yeah,
That is done by a gentleman called Eddie, I think.
okay.
I do the only drawings that are not mine in the book is Lady Vagabond because they wanted a continuation. So the 3 Lady Vagabonds were drawn by Eddie. Everything else is my drawings.
Okay.
My concept, his drawing.
Yeah. So I'm using the first sheet that I cut down to mark off the second piece so that we get like a kind of a accurate measurement there. And without light, this is really hard.
You are managing really well. For those of you who came in a bit late, Shamela is suffering load shedding. Nothing of her own doing, just it's a countrywide problem in South Africa that they have a shortage of electricity, so there's rolling blackouts on a specific schedule, and of course hers happens to be starting right on the minute that our live went live. So she's done everything she can to charge her phone, charge her laptop.
It's like, say for example, it goes off at 12 and you get hungry around about that time. So by 11 o'clock, you're already prepping what you need to do to make sure you
Oh,
get
absolutely. I have not forgotten. It's ingrained in me. And
yeah.
Cora is saying happy birthday to your grandson.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Roberta is saying Shamela is very precise. Yes, that's why we get on so well, the two of us.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim out Fussy Cut Lady Vagabond because I don't know if you've ever watched any of my previous lives. Is I love to create 3-dimensional images with this kind of thing. So I'm cutting her out so that I can raise her a little bit, and that creates dimension on your card. So
yes, it just creates more interest.
It does. And also, I was telling the ladies yesterday that if you stick this down flat, what happens is it all of a sudden becomes like a background sheet, and then you feel the need to add other things to it. But I want Lady Vagabond to be the focus of my card. So that's the reason why I'm cutting her out. And once you add her 3-dimensionally to the card, then she becomes the focal point. And then you are using one sheet instead of adding a whole lot of other things. One sheet does the trick for the card.
Very clever. And you can tell your grandson he's getting happy birthday from Jakarta and all over the world.
Oh, I will tell him.
He's having an international birthday. And Jill is saying, so Jill Humphreys is live tomorrow morning. 10 o'clock British time, 11 o'clock Central European time, and 12 o'clock South African time. And I can't tell you any others. Oh my word. So South Africa doesn't change time zones, people. The rest of the world does, and I've had to learn how to manage this, and it's crazy. So Jill and Rachel will be live tomorrow morning doing Lady Vagabond stuff, and they've put online, if you go and look on Facebook, you will see both Jill's and Rachel's gorgeous projects they're going to be doing tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So very exciting. Okay, and Olga is wishing your grandson happy birthday in Polish, and I cannot pronounce it. It's got too many consonants. I mean, it starts with WSZYSTK.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, there's no vowels in there.
It's start saying something like that.
And you have your neighbor Corin saying hello, Corin Smith. Hello from Plumstead Scrapbook Shop. And we have Dee saying happy birthday to your grandson from the USA.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so I've cut Lady Vagabond out. I just want to grab my craft mat quickly. Because this is my favorite thing to do. I'm still in shot, Belinda?
Yes, you're perfect.
Okay. So I'm going to...
Here comes the craft knife. Yes, for those cracks, so you can lift them.
When I saw this, I thought, oh, that's definitely what I'm doing with this. Definitely. There's no ways I can stick this down just like that. You see, I'm getting better using the craft knife, but I'm not as good as Tamar.
Okay, Olga's saying, do I have my phone handy so I can send a voice recording? Yes, send a voice recording, Olga, and I'll play it so we can hear what happy birthday is in Polish.
Oh, that will be great. I can play it for Akil.
And Leanne is saying it in Welsh, and it's almost as bad.
I think that must be one of the most difficult languages to learn.
Yes, Sky Blue, Olga's saying it. It is real. Sky Blue Hippie was obviously commenting on it, which I missed, and it says it's a real word. It looks like I just randomly typed letters. And now we're getting it. Selmat Ulang Tuhan from Jakarta.
Oh, that sounds like Indonesian.
Yes, she is. It's so awesome. I love this big international family of ours.
It's very close to Malaysian. And then in Cape Town, because a lot of our families came from Indonesia and our ancestors, so we have a lot of Malaysian and Indonesian words that we use here locally. But it's of course been like slanged out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not original. It's
okay. Here's the Spanish one. Feliz cumpleaños. I'm butchering it. I'm not going to try and say it, but I'm putting it on the screen. Your grandson can watch it all. It's actually quite fun. We can go back and I'll write it all down and I can put it in my next birthday card to people.
Oh, that would be cool. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using my scissors to distress that the one side of this page. I'm still in shot, because I can't see.
Yes, you're perfect. You're perfect. Complete with your thumb marked with your voting.
With my voting.
It's not a dirty finger, people. That's the voting cookie that's marked on her finger.
Yeah, we have to live with it, unfortunately.
Yes, Sky Blue Hippie says we come from the same roots. From Jakarta.
Yep. So my husband's family is actually from Indonesia, and our family is from, well, I've got a very, very varied family. We have Dutch, Scottish, Indian.
Okay.
So I'm cosmopolitan.
Wow, you're an all-rounder.
Uh,
Okay,
we
let me
actually-
find where Olga sent this message and I'll play it. Okay, Olga sent a voice clip. Let's see if it works.
Wszystkiego najlepszego. That means all the best. And it's
Oh.
universal birthday / any celebration wish.
Okay, I'm going to try that again so we can catch
Right,
the beginning.
it's the first part.
Wszystkiego najlepszego. That means
Yeah. Thanks, Olga, but I can't get my tongue around all those consonants.
It sounds so cool, though. I love it. So
there you go, Blanche. I did play it, and Stugo. So you can imagine what I've just spent the weekend with Olga in Poland, teaching at Stuka Trzebinia. And you know how long it took me to practice saying the shop's name, Stuka Trzebinia. Okay, so now Catherine wants birthday cake for the whole Stamperia family.
Wow.
Crafty I Am says that was cool. Thanks, Olga.
I always find it's funny when people ask me for cake, then I say I'm gluten-free. I don't eat cake or sugar.
Yeah, I'm carb-free.
Yeah.
And then we've got Agnieszka, who is Polish, having a good laugh.
At all our attempts. Okay, so I have just distressed this with black ink around the edges just to give it some
It looks
definition.
fabulous. It makes it really pop.
It does. I used to be a little bit afraid of using black, but I always remember you loved the black ink around the edges. And someone, I don't know if it was Anna or someone mentioned one day in a video that I watched, don't be afraid of black. It enhances things. So you know what? We try and we learn. So I just thought that this piece was a bit flat for my liking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out that little book there and that one so that we can actually pop those up as well.
Okay, and Tina's got a suggestion for using a scalpel blade. Yes, you can get lots of different shapes. I have a whole lot of them myself. Scalpel blades do work well. And of course, we have our surgeon who will be live tomorrow morning, Jill. She's a real life medical surgeon. And she wields a craft knife like there's no tomorrow.
Oh. I found that one like this works the best for me for my
yeah, we all find what works. I notice you can't talk and cut with the craft knife. Don't worry, it's fine. Because you're concentrating.
The concentration is real. They're very, very real. Because I'm thinking about how much pressure to apply and how far to go down. I don't want to mess up my page.
Okay, and Roberta says her teeth squeak when she tries to pronounce happy birthday in Polish.
Okay. Guys, I miss my lights. I can tell.
Oh, I know. You're doing so well. You're being so brave. Penny thinks that Roberta's very funny. Oh, now here we have from Peru.
Oh, are you going to try that one?
Okay, and Tina is asking, is there a place to post cards we have made? Yes, please do. There is, Stamperia has a Facebook group called Stampers Worldwide. It's a free group, and you can post things there. You can tag us. So if you make something similar to what Shamela has made today, or anybody that does a live, please post it there and say, you know, you saw this on a live while Shamela was doing it, or for example, after tomorrow morning's live with Jill and Rachel. Yeah, just go ahead and post it. We do this for your inspiration.
It's so nice to see what other people come up with, because 9 times out of 10, they have better ideas than we do. So It's nice to
Okay,
see.
and Olga's on her way to find the link. I will also see, hang on, I can do it because then I think it's a clickable link. Let me find,
Okay,
um,
done. And now
here we go. I have found the clickable link. Let's pop it in the chat.
Sure. This is gonna go like that.
Oh, shame. Karen said you could have come and done the live from her place. No load shedding here. But you can imagine all the stuff she'd have to bring with her. Yes, it would be like moving house.
She offered me, and pardon, my greatest fear is when I teach away from my personal space is that I'm going to forget something. And there's no ways I can forget something on a day like this. So, yeah, it was a lovely offer. Thank you so much. But I can't. It's like I'll freak out if I must do it. I remember I did a class at Karen's shop one day, and it was an embossing powder class. And what do I forget?
The heat gun.
Embossing powder.
The main ingredient. It's like making a stew just with,
Exactly.
just
So,
with the water.
this is how your card needs to look. So the front of your card does a little L like that, and the back has got an L like that. So it joins up like this. And I'm either say you can. So I'm doing this so you can actually see where how the score lines need to be. So it goes into an L that way, and the back piece goes into an L that way, and they will
And
line
if you turn it around, it will be the same.
Yes.
So the two pieces are the same. So you can't really go wrong. Okay.
Same, except that this is now, because we're going to be putting the pop here, and so on the left hand side of your card. So that's how it needs to be. So this one goes like that, and this one goes like that.
Okay, that all makes sense to me.
All right, so I'm going to put that one to the back so that we can work on this piece. And I specifically did that so we're sure we're working on the front of the card, not on the back of the card.
Right. Okay. Yes, like I was preparing something this morning, and I had to glue something onto something else, and I very carefully glued the wrong side because I was dealing with that very sticky double-sided tape that I hate. And so while I was so busy concentrating on the tape, I wasn't concentrating on the side of paper. So yeah.
I know. I've done a whole mixed media cover on the wrong side.
Oh yes, I remember you were live. Shame, yes. Okay. I just want to answer Dee's question while you line that up. I have got Dee asking, where is Stamperia based? So Stamperia is an Italian company based in Hungary, in Budapest. And so they started off in Italy and they have moved there. And they ship all over the world. So there are lots and lots and lots of different outlets who buy from Stamperia directly. So Shamela is one of the importers for South Africa, for example. We have Cindy in the chat, who's another big shop in America. We have Tamar Perry, who has a shop. There's lots of people all over the world who import from Stamperia. So you can contact Stamperia on marketing@kft.com, I think it is. I also have a group, which I'll put here. And I've been slowly gathering shops in a document as I discover them. So if people know of a shop that I haven't got listed, please put it in the comment section on my group, and I will add it to the list so that people can find a shop near you. So here is my group, and I will put it in the chat. While Shamela is busy gluing with that gorgeous craft glue.
DC31, very affordable, works really well. And I think most of Stamperia's glues that I've used to date have been amazing. It works really, really nicely.
Yes, that craft glue is really nice for paperwork. I also like the extra forte glue and the mixed media glue.
I do too. I love the mixed media glue is one of the nicest glues to use because it's so versatile.
Yes, yes, true. I go through it a bit like water. I have to have backups of my backups.
So what I'm going to do is I just want to make sure that this is not exposing hard. So
Clever.
I'm just take a little piece of something under there so that we have, and you can decide what you want. Use if I want.
We've got Linda who's late again. She's from Cape Town, so she will understand the load shedding. I don't know if you are being load shed right now, but Shamela is, Linda. And Karen is saying all the Stamperia glues are great. And Tina's asking, where do you get the mixed media glue and the extra strong glue? So you have to stalk your shops. So what you can do is ask them to get it. So yes, because the problem is Dee, I don't know where you are, so she's obviously in the USA. She will save the link and she will look this evening. So yes, the best thing is to do customers. You know, you guys are the customers. You can approach whichever shop you normally purchase from and say, I would really like this from Stamperia or that from Stamperia. It's the best way to let a shop know that that's what the customers are wanting. Otherwise, it's a great big guessing game.
Yeah, it's very difficult to know what to bring in. And I'm going to do the same on the other side.
Good morning, Terry. So we have, okay, so you've made sure that the brown paper won't show through. That looks great.
And so this can be glued down now. You can see how frugal I am.
But the thing is, it does squeeze out. So if you put too much on, you land up with a sticky mess.
Oops. Okay, so we've got that on. And then I am going to, where's my tool? Just distress the little books that I cut out.
Okay, we've got to still asking if the glue makes bubbles. So when you are gluing such small pieces, this glue doesn't really make bubbles. If I'm gluing a large piece, the trick that I have is I actually spray my paper with water first. And then I add with a paintbrush a whole lot of glue from the mixed media glue onto the page. And because you sprayed it with water first on both sides, so I sprayed on both sides, because why a page will bubble is because paper is made from wood pulp. And so if you add moisture to one side, it's going to expand. And if there's no moisture on the other side to counter it, it's going to expand unevenly, which is why you get the bubbles. And if you do get bubbles with the mixed media glue, when it dries, it should pull itself flat again, because the bubble is only because the wood pulp has expanded. So when the moisture is gone, it should, in theory, go flat. That's the world in theory. So what other questions do we have here? Dee was wanting to know about Stamperia. Okay, so Stamperia has lots and lots and lots of different products.
Ooh.
Did you put foam tape under that, or are you just gluing it back in?
I know. I put foam tape under, so it's got a bit of dimension.
Oh, it's got a bit of dimension. There we go. Okay, perfect.
And then if you want, you can actually use a Koki. Is Koki an international
A marker.
A
Internationally, they don't know what a Koki is.
A marker if you want to mark and color the foam tape in.
It's a pleasure, Estelle. And Carol is saying how amazing the glue is. Yes, so I was talking about Stamperia. So they have a lot of different products. They have lots of different glues for all sorts of different projects. So the mixed media glue is my go-to glue for more decoupage items and large things. The extra forte glue is great for building things like the 3D paper kits. And for it's also got a small nozzle, so you can do fine things as well. I'm just going to talk while you're fussy cutting.
Yes, that's fine. Then there's another glue that I really like that I've used recently with the rice papers, and is it the Colovello?
Oh yes.
Oh, it's a lovely glue for rice paper. Very, very nice.
And Agnieszka is saying it's a great idea. She loves what you did with the bookcase.
Thank you.
Okay, and then yes, I have some online classes coming up. So I had already 2 online classes booked with 2 British shops. One is from Mad Archers, which Terry is doing. So Terry is in the United States doing a class live with me in an online class, and she bought everything from Cindy. So that's the joy of these online classes, is you don't have to be in the country where it is being hosted. You can join in from anywhere and buy your own supplies. I have another class with I Love Mixed Media the following weekend. So the one with Mad Archers is on the 4th. The other one is on the 11th. And then I was supposed to be going to the Netherlands next weekend, but that has had to be put online because they have gone into soft lockdown, and we thought it would be irresponsible to have a gathering of people.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Our numbers have dropped significantly here.
Yeah, because it's summer there. It makes a big difference.
Yeah. I've also dismantled Lady Vagabond.
She's had an amputation.
Now, this you can take as far as you want to. I mean, if you want to 3D the book, you want to 3D more things, you can do as much as you want. So, I'm going to...
Okay, so Pietra has a problem that we all have. And this is the running joke, that we all buy 3 things. 3 of whatever the paper is. She says, I have a problem. Sometimes the paper is so beautiful that I save it and don't work with it. I know it's stupid. It's not stupid. We all do it.
We all do it.
The trick is we have to, so you generally buy 2 so that you can use both sides of the paper, because we discovered that it's actually more expensive to print one-sided paper. So it's more cost effective to print 2 and buy 2 paper pads, because that's what you would be paying for anyway. So and then you buy the 3rd one just to touch and stroke and sniff and hold, and and Susan says she's legless. Your Lady Vagabond is legless. Olga says she's had too much to drink.
So I got a lot of foam tape, ladies. I have foam tape in 3 different sizes. This is the one I use the most. It's like a 1.5 not inch, millimeter one. Okay. And then I have a 1 millimeter one, which is this one, very thin.
Oh, that is fine. And look at the size of that roll. Oh my word.
Yeah, that's why I said I go through a lot. It doesn't work to buy small quantities. And then I also have a 3 millimeter thick one, which is very thick. And I hardly use it because I don't always like that dimension. But when I'm doing lots of layering, you sometimes need just that extra little
extra
bit.
bulk, yes.
So I'm not going to use the 3mm one on here now, but what I am going to do is, because the 3mm one is a whole lot fatter than this, so I'm just going to add a little bit of the 1mm one to the 1.5 one, so I have 2.5 more height here. Did I just confuse everyone?
No, it was as clear as mud. I'm teasing. Hello, Mr. Supervisor. What do you want? I'm being fetched. He comes into my studio when he wants treats or to go outside or very much. Yes, meow.
Hey, you in the supervisor. Oh,
He's just mom's telling that he's just had treats, so he doesn't need treats. I guess he wants to go outside. Nope, you gotta wait a while. It's cold out there anyway. He's not interested. Once you open the door, he's like, "Who turned down the temperature?"
shame, it must have been quite a change for him, because he was an outside cat. Eh?
Very much an outdoor cat. Oh, there, my mom's letting him out. He's gone running. I swear he's half dog. Everybody's saying, hello, Mr. Supervisor.
I've stuck Lady Vagabond down with a 2.5 more height. Then I'm going to put her feet back, her legs back. So this is almost like paper piecing.
It is. I love doing paper piecing. I do it a lot with the stamps.
I love it. Okay, so there she's back, all put together.
Can we see the supervisor? Has he gone outside?
He's here.
No, he's back. I'll see if he will come, and I'll bring him on screen. So you, no, Mommy, he's too heavy for you. He's big. Come, meow, come on screen. The ladies want to see you. Come.
So I'm now cutting out the stack of books. Come from the other side.
Okay, here he is. Oh no, escapee. Here he is. Say hello to everybody.
Oh, my feet is so. I'm only seeing.
He's so spoiled.
5
He
minutes
loves
ago.
his tummy tickles. Hey, everybody says hello, Mr. Supervisor. Here we go. Now he's going to steal my chair.
Oh, then you have to stand.
Not a chance. He can come and sit on my lap. He's a very handsome boy. Yes, he is. He's a very spoiled boy. Everybody's saying hello to the supervisor.
I think Mr. Supervisor can start his own YouTube channel.
He's a bit like Where's Waldo. Everybody puts him in a project. You just have to look for where.
What did I do with the cup? Oh, here we go. I almost thought I mislaid the teacup now.
Well, at least now you have a bit of sunshine for extra light.
It's because I get the afternoon sun in this room. Normally I close the curtains because it gets so hot in here. But today I'm thankful that it's there because
yes. Yes, Penny. So Penny knows his real name. His real name is Marmalade. His nickname is Supervisor. From all the, whenever I'm trying to take photographs, especially of samples, he always comes and investigates. So one of my friends nicknamed him the Supervisor, and it stuck.
So we've got Supervisor. Okay. Now, before I add the Supervisor and the cup, I'm going to assemble this quickly. So remember, this is how the card's supposed to be.
Yes.
And I'm going to put that one flat and pull this one down this way.
Okay.
Get that? And where's my little triangle? So this is the triangle we made. And this is going to be glued down like that. So let me just bring this up so you can see. We're going to line the top of this to the top of the card, and then that triangle fits into that 3/4 inch piece. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I have no idea what it's going to do. I'm intrigued.
All will be revealed.
And we have Sky Blue saying, oh, I really like this technique, Shamela. So it's while you were busy paper piecing. So that is further back. And then we have Tina asking where to get, I think it was Tina, where can we get big rolls of double-sided tape? Tina, you're going to just have to hunt. Different stores carry different things, and it's not a Stamperia product, so I couldn't honestly answer that question.
Where's Tina based?
I think she's based in the USA.
Okay. Well, they've got lots of stationery places over there.
And Mari Fenter is going to check later for the final piece because I think she has to go and do something. So bye, Mari.
Bye,
or Marie. I don't know if it's Mari or Marie. Marie Fenter. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, where's my tool?
And Crafty I Am is on her way. She has to go.
She'll catch up.
Yep.
Okay, so this little book piece is going to go in here, and I'm going to attach it to the square. The only thing you have to remember when you're attaching this to the square is not to overlap this fold here. Okay.
Oh, so you've got to keep it to the right-hand side of that fold.
Okay. I'm gonna just put some glue on there and glue that down. And we'll just give that a moment to dry. While that's drying, I'm going to put foam tape on our supervisor and on our teacup. Scissors. There you go.
And Caroline has just arrived and she's saying hello to everybody in YouTube. Don't forget, if you get hassles on watching with Facebook, you can hop over onto YouTube and vice versa. It works sometimes better on one or other channel for some or other reason. Oh, my doorbell's busy today, but now my son is home. Last one was my son had forgotten his keys.
Okay. I think that will be dry now. So the next step is to assemble this card. So I'm putting glue onto, that's the front flap, and we're going to line that up. So I like to use liquid because
I was just watching your baby fingers. Sorry, it's like when that teacup advert many years ago. Mine does the same.
So there we go. You'll see what happens now when I push this down.
That is so clever.
The books, it's not me, it's this lady on YouTube. That's so clever. But I thought it was so cool. I loved it. And we are going to add glue to the other side. And then you just line it up and fold it.
Do you think you could find the link to that? And when you post the picture of your card, you could put the lady's link to her video. I know it's in French, but it would just be nice to give her the credit. You know what I mean?
I can do that.
That would be awesome.
So there you go. So when you pull the card, the books pop up.
That is just so clever. Isn't it? I love it.
Cute. Now for our finishing touches, I'm going to put the supervisor there, and Lady Vagabond has got a cup of tea next to her.
Okay, Annette is asking if I have 2 cats. No, I have 1. and he goes by 2 names. Everybody's loving it. Olga's like, wow, in capital letters. Penny's saying, Shamela, you're just too clever. Jennifer says, that's awesome. Cora is saying, so cool, Shamela. And you got a ton of hearts from Valeria.
Thank you so much. I'm always nervous when I come on here because I worry, is it good enough? But you always go.
You know what? Why do us crafters, we always doubt ourselves? Hello, crafting eccentricity.
We need
Don't worry, you can watch back. Shamela's almost finished.
So what you can do is, if you want to finish off your card really nicely, you can add pattern paper to this area here as well. You know, it will be nice to finish it off there.
Okay, sorry, just hang on a second. Lamia is on Facebook and it says the image is frozen. Head on over to YouTube because it's working just fine there.
So
you,
I found this in the die cut pack.
mm-hmm.
Where you need to be. And I thought this was just so perfect for this moment. So I'm going to pop that on there. And I actually wished you had a stamp like that.
Yes, the wording stamps are gorgeous, but they're not the same as the words that are in the paper pad.
Your stamps are amazing. I've already used the word several times. So I did a whole range of cards using a 6x6 Vagabond paper pack because we had a challenge to see how many cards I could make. And I made 12 cards.
Wow.
By 6 paper pack. But for this one, I was actually thinking of using the live in the present. But considering her pose and everything, I just thought that you are exactly where you need to be. Fits perfectly. What do you think?
It's lovely. I really love that.
So I think I like that.
Lynette says, such a lovely card and so clever.
Thank you. And I always like to add sentiments to my card and little embellishments to finish it off. But one thing I have to say about Stamperia die cuts is that they are awesome. They are fabulous.
Yes, I love the way they are so perfectly cut out. There's no extra white space or anything. You can just use them as is.
And the quality is amazing. I mean, the quality is, in comparison to many others, the quality is fabulous. I love it. So we need to add some fun stuff.
Oh, you're putting glitter on?
I am. I'm the glitter girl.
Anne says, Shamela, your card is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
So I have to have some bling somewhere. So
bling, bling.
We're blinging there. And my extra gloss finish, I normally add this with extra gloss finish. And it's gone AWOL on me. So
it's in that Bermuda Triangle.
That's one of my favorite things is the extra gloss finish. I love it because I add all my bling
sparkly
and
bits.
Everything and you know, to add the dimension to your, like I wanted to put some in the books here. And the other thing that I actually wanted to do was to use and I forgot that one in the shop now, so I apologize, is okay, maybe we can use something else. Let me see. Is the glamour
Craft eccentricity is such a cool idea. She says, I love the legs. I want to put a cotton blanket on them and hide a cat on her lap.
So the glamour gel is also one of my favorite things to use because it also adds a little bit of bling to things. And I was going to paint the supervisor in the white one, but my white one is empty here, so I can't. But that's what I'll do off screen.
Perfect.
And I'll post a picture of the finished card and the link to the YouTube lady.
And you know, the sun coming in, showing it's highlighting everything that you have lifted, so you get the shadow. It makes it look so dramatic. It's gorgeous.
Well, I'm glad. And so let's do that again.
Oh, the pop-up. Okay, hold it flat and do the pop-up. Ta-da!
So it folds flat like this, which means it will fit into your envelope. And then you can embellish the back and you can add your message or whatever you want to the person you're sending the card to. And that is it. And I still have this sheet of paper left, which I love that side, I have to say.
Oh, it's so hard to choose. That's why you have to buy 3.
And
2,
then
so that you can use one of each side and one to keep.
I also have this strip left, which is a lovely border piece, which I shall keep. I have to say, I drooled over these papers, eh? Oh my word. There's one sheet with the Lady Vagabond in with the curtain where you see the
yes, in her music room or her lounge.
that, the colors in there, Belinda, I was gobsmacked. Honestly, I loved it. You've got those little bits of rust going on there. Then all the different colors of blues and grays and beige colors, and the contrast is gobsmacking beautiful. I loved it. I just loved
Stamperia
it.
did an amazing thing with the color because that's a lady called Anna. That's not me at all. I do have input, but Anna is the magic wand behind it all.
It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning, really.
Okay, are we going to change cameras while we say goodbye?
Can if you want.
Is that too hectic for you?
It's fine. I can do it, but it is quite a process on StreamYard, eh?
No. So for you, I'm just going to put up, so I'm going to go, everybody's saying it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. I'm just going to put up the picture of the, there we go. So you can change cameras while I quickly talk about the 3D paper kits. Those of you who have come in late, the video is now available on the E-Academy,
Right.
and it is free. If you look at the front of the 3D paper kit, there is a QR code that you can either scan or just go to www.eacademy.com and you will find the free class there. So to register on the E-Academy is free and to take the class is free. So a lot of people have already built the little furniture without the video, but there are lots of little hints and tips that I have put there for you. And I can see that Shamela is back, so I can take that off and I can come back on the screen myself. Hello!
I believe my hands are not that dirty today.
Well, it wasn't mixed media. So
No.
you did well. That was an hour's card. That's impressive.
Nice.
For such a dramatic pop-up and everything. I love it. Love it, love it.
Thank you so much. I love how it turned out. I will add all my little extra special things and then I'll take a picture and post it. I'll post it on your page and on Stampers Worldwide.
Everybody is saying thank you and loving it and thanks for today and I can't keep up with clicking. Wait. Bella asked Shamela if she's up for her glitter challenge. So Olga posted earlier that you can enter a glitter challenge or something, and instead of the pop-up books, it pops up and shoots glitter. One for your brain to work out. Yeah. Lovely projects. Thank you. Everybody's saying thank you. Sky Blue can't wait to see when it's finished. So yes, Shamela will post in her group, in my group, in the Stampers Worldwide group, and she will also put a link to the original lady where she saw it on Pinterest. You know that rabbit hole that we all go down.
That's so yes. When I am lost and I don't know, I lack inspiration, I go onto Pinterest and inevitably, sometimes you see something, but it just sparks a creative idea and you don't end up using everything.
Absolutely.
It gives you that kickstart that you need.
Yes, sometimes one just needs that direction, that sort of like aha moment. So,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
It was nice to be here.
Thanks to
I hope
everybody
you guys-
who's watched us. Don't forget to like and share one last time because you could be that pizza box winner.
Love.
We're going to say goodbye. Bye.
Have fun. Bye.